It's Week 16 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense and, of course, leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow. Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just match protect, keep everyone in and run the ball. Maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's Jones. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots take over. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Harris running straight ahead. He'll take this to the 46.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They're holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Bengals at 10-4 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Nixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Nixon. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Nixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
McPherson, as a rookie last year, made a league-leading 9 kicks from 50-plus yards and added to it in the playoffs with some other big kicks to help propel his team to the Super Bowl. But that time, unable to convert.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones out right to Bourne. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Here we go. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. Jones hit and the ball's out. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear take it away, take it away, take it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now Burrow on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow firing quickly. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, and you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you. No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Runs over it. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other and wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Jones now on 1st down. And caught by Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Again, that's Hurst. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here we go. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, running left is Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Back now in Foxborough. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And here's Taylor on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact? So overturned. They'll say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw again. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The ever-dependable Tyler Boyd leading this offense back out there as Cincinnati gets set for their next drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So now Jones and the Patriots down 28-21. A minute 35 to go. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 7 catches for him now in this last one. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. And it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Jones. And this is caught by Parker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. This one came right down to the wire. At CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Cincinnati, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.